Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl, Jay Hendy, with another new video. And in my last video, I'm sure most of you guys saw, and you guys probably know like what's been going on with me. And I had mentioned that I was busy, with doing college stuff, and that I also, have a job now, and that it would be hard for me to, post and be working at the same time. And so I was thinking that I kind of want to do, a story time about like my interview. And I was also mentioning in my last video, how I love doing story times because I get to share my experiences and give you guys advice, and I really love doing that. And so pretty much I'm gonna be telling you guys, about my interview, my very first job interview, and hopefully you guys get something out of it. And hopefully I don't have trouble talking while filming this video, but who knows, probably am. But yeah, so let's get on to this story. So right after cheer ended, right when I was done with cheer in like November, I was done with cheer in November and had thought like, okay, I think this would be like the perfect time to look for a job. And so, I was starting to like look around town for, jobs and stuff. And I had thought about working at my local grocery store. I'm not gonna say where, but yeah, I had thought about working at my local grocery store. And after Thanksgiving, I did the application online, and my mom was literally sitting right next to me when I was filling out the application, so she would like see how I would answer the questions, and like if I needed to like make a change on something, like she would see it and she'd be like, you need to change your answer, pretty much. But yeah, so we were doing the online application and it took so long. It was like really long. Probably I think it could have been longer than like all my college applications. I don't really know, but it did take a really long time. And yeah, so filled out the application online, and then a few days later, my dad had introduced me to the manager of the store. So he had told me, he's like, after school we're gonna go meet the manager of the store and like see, have him tell us what it's like working in the store and whatnot. So a few days later, I meet the manager of the store, and when I first met him, I can already tell that like he was really nice. And he starts telling me what it's like, working in the store. Then he starts telling me about, positions that he thinks I would be interested in, working in and whatnot. And yeah, so he's pretty much telling me a little bit about the store, and then I pretty much start telling him, a little bit about me and, where I go to school, how old I am, and where I'm thinking about going to college and what I'm majoring in, pretty much all that stuff. So, I pretty much start telling him a little bit about me, and, he can already tell that I was a really nice person and that he really wanted me to work there. He's like, we would really like to have you there. And yeah, and so then 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from a different person, and it's the person that interviewed me. So I pick up the phone. He's like, hi. He was pretty much saying like, when would you like to come in for an interview? And I had asked the person that was calling me. So he was pretty much asking me when I would like to come in for an interview, and then I was asking him, I'm like, what days and hours like work for you? Because I wanted to make sure like what would work for him best. And so then he said like, oh, like Saturday at 11 o'clock would work. And then I told him like, I will be there. And then I was telling my mom about it, and was telling her like how I was gonna be having an interview, and then so day of the interview, me and my mom, we walk into the store. She decides that she's gonna do some grocery shopping while I'm being interviewed, and then I go over to customer service and I ask like, I ask for the person who called me, and I had asked for the person who called me, and they're like looking for him, and and I tell them that I'm here for an interview. So they look for him, and they find him, and when I met this person, I think we'll call him Ken. I don't know. I don't want to give away his real name, so I'm gonna come up with a fake name. We'll call him Ken. So Ken comes out. He's like, "Hi, Julia. I'm Ken. It's really nice to meet you." And we shake hands and stuff. And and then he takes me over to like the cafeteria part in the store, so like he can interview me. And then he's pretty much asking me some basic stuff like like what made you want to work here, what days and hours work for you, do you do any sports, pretty much stuff like that. And I pretty much said like how I was looking around town, for a job, and I told him what days and hours worked for me, and I told him that I was, done with cheer, and pretty much stuff like that. And he's just pretty much asking me like basic questions, pretty much. And and oh my god, it is really windy out there. So yeah, he's pretty much just asking me basic questions, and then after our interview, he gives me some like papers to like fill out. He just like highlights all this stuff and tells me like which sections I need to like fill out and stuff like that. So yeah, and then he like gives me his number if like I have any other questions. And then like a few days later, the papers that I had filled out, I go to the store, and I look for him, and he's there, and I give him the papers that he had given me. And then he's like, "Okay, Julia," and then he tells me, he's like, "You're starting next Saturday." And then I'm like, "Okay, great." And I was like really happy because like I have a job now, and I was really happy that I was gonna be like working, making money. And yeah, so that was like my first interview, and I'm gonna tell you guys like what I did on the first day and what it was like. So the first day, so I'm pretty much like starting off bagging. So first day, he's showing me around the store, and like different departments of the store, and he's also showing me like the back room and the break room where workers go for like their lunch break and whatever. And he's just pretty much showing me around the store. And then pretty much like the entire day, I was like watching videos on like do's and don'ts, how to talk to customers, and policies and rules of the stores and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's what my first day was like. And then I also like worked 3 days over winter break, and I met some of like the workers there. They seemed really nice and friendly, and yeah, they all just seemed like really nice and friendly. And yeah, and when I was also like bagging other people's groceries, I would like kind of like look around to see how busy the store would be. And I also saw some people that I knew there, which pretty much happens to me all the time. And yeah, it's really cool, getting to work there. I love the people that I work with, and yeah, so and also yesterday, yesterday when my shift was like almost over, I wanted to like get some snacks for myself, so I got a soda, a bag of Doritos, and some Reese's. And one, because I really wanted chocolate, and then like two, I really wanted chips and soda before like I even like got to work. But then I was like, you know what, like I'll just like get that when like I'm on break or like when my shift is over. And yeah, so yeah, I really hope this video, you know, helped you. And comment below if you've had any like experiences, you know, with jobs or like job interviews even, or you know, I really hope this video, you know, helped you if like you're thinking about, you know, getting a job, and you know, you're really nervous and whatnot. I really hope you got something out of it. If you guys want more videos like this, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to follow me on my social media, which will be in the description below, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell as well, so that way you will get notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, and also if you're not a member of the JFam already, I think I said this already, but please subscribe so that way you can become a member of the JFam. And yeah, I think that's it, I guess, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Peace!